Can devs do something?
Hello, traders. Welcome to the very crazy stream where we knew today was going to be significant. Fair and open market committee meetings normally are, but more exciting than you could imagine. Where there wasn't much price action during, but when it ended, right when the questions were answered, the whole conference ended, that's when the stock market started selling off the index funds, and you're gonna be surprised to see what it looks like. And it's kind of perfect in terms of this is like bear market rally. We're getting close to the conclusion of it still, that's the idea. And Bitcoin, though, as that stuff's happening, banks are crashing, nasty stuff happening, like KRE, regional bank sector, lowest level since October 2020, but after hours down even more. PACW, right? Pacific West Bank, they won't even last the week. Who knows? WAL probably won't. And CMA is on the chopping block too. And that's the way it should go, because Jerome Powell, there is no thought of pausing, pivoting, cutting, nothing. Meaning what's been happening will continue, which you think that's kind of their plan, right? Kill the regional banks, corral people into the mega banks, too large to fail, already been bailed out in '08, nationalized, and then usher in the central bank digital currency, and then complete control of people's finances, right? Complete surveillance. And that's where we are. And that was kind of, conspiracy theory. No way. That we now know how they're going to do it. They're doing it now. So those down charts are going to get even more down, and a lot of them won't survive this. It's sad, but kind of predictable at this point. That's why a lot of us have just puts or shorts on some of these. And yeah, it's very bittersweet, man. To be making money on this, it's great and all, whatever, but not really, because you know what's coming. But here's Bitcoin above $28,800. Incredible. 30K target. I mean, you've made a higher low. The heart line of this reaccumulation range has been regarded as support again, right? You did it once, April 26th, now May 1st, and headed back up to those key levels, 30K, 31K. It's just this zone, and very optimistic based on what's happening with regional banks. This is legit why Bitcoin was invented. Stuff that's going on right now. So I just don't know how fundamentally that doesn't catalyze Bitcoin to go substantially higher. Yeah. I know we can look at Ethereum too, which is looking pretty interesting. 4-hour dragon, Brentis, nice catch. But let's real quick look at the KRE. Well, you know what? Let's look at gold first. Because gold, chat, highest price in a long time. Highest price since March 8th, 2022. So 52-week highs on gold, but getting closer and closer to an effing all-time high. Gold currently, $10 trillion asset, up almost 1%, and taking out that high from mid-April. Look at that 200 being tested. I'm normally looking at the daily on this, but yeah, completely. This is what I'm saying. Hits the 886 and pauses. Doesn't react, pauses. So if market conditions are too bullish, continue to rally. And this is how close we are to all-time highs. You are almost, it might happen tonight. It legit might happen tonight. I'm not kidding. Because how much does gold have to go? Gold goes up 0.71% from here, all-time highs. That's what I'm saying. Owning gold, physical golds, it's probably the way, because how long, it could take to get to $3,000, but that's kind of a target. Every $500, $2,500, $3,000, $3,500, right to $5K. So remember, last month was the highest monthly candle close ever, and here it is. This is it. Log scale. One time the sellers, second time the sellers failed, and now just on breakout watch, mega breakout watch. Couple with Hendelman, yes, and then silver also rallying, also on breakout watch, breaking $26 is a breakout. The high from 2011. Breaking that, $34. Easy. And then you might be testing all-time highs in time, too. That's just hidden bullish divergence. We've already talked about the incredibly hyper-bullish things that have occurred, the indicators with price action. And so you think way higher on silver. Yep. Okay. Just want to knock those out. Now we can look at the KRE. Regional banks. Oh, mother of God. Okay, I haven't looked at KRE. I've looked at the other ones, the individual bank stocks, but since, like earlier. And KRE currently trading at $36, so it's gapping down, currently below a very real inflection point. Look at the level. You're below this low from 2014, 15, and 16. Below that. Yeah, there are probably a couple supports, maybe 35. Yeah. Just start thinking here. Okay, so at least another $1.50 to go down if it opens like this. So hidden bearish divergence. Finally today showing negative momentum beginning to play out. Who knows how big this histogram island's going to become. And yeah, this is what happens when market participants, this is a beautiful education, right? When market participants push a price below an ice line and then a rally to test that level occurs and it's successful with some sort of Japanese candlestick reversal like a bearish engulfing, that is a big signal for the sellers. And look at the continuation. As after that formal back test, let's just say the back test happened on Friday. Since that back test, KRE is down 15.65%, and this is an ETF, right? This is like an aggregate of multiple different regional banks, not just one. And then we can look at the XLF, which is the financial sector. This is not just regionals; this is everything megas too, right? Mega banks, and yeah, same stuff. It's not like as bad, of course, but it is terrible. And we can look at some of these mega banks today, and I'll show you how bearish they are. It doesn't matter. Oh, they're going to be like the only bank in town. They're consolidating. It's so good for them, but technically, it's terrible. It's really bearish technically. Even if they are even if they are killing regional banks, it's terrible for mega banks. Okay, so this is headed back down to $30 in time, right? You just confirmed distribution. The demand was so weak that market participants could not even push the asset to go test the 200 simple moving average. That's notable. And your gap down 1.25% after hours. And again, $30, and you break $30, good God. Wait, $26, $25. Okay, and then and I'm watching Bitcoin, man. We're at 29,163. Like, if Bitcoin is gonna really is going for it, we're going right back to it as soon as it happens. As soon as we see highs of the day, we go right back to Bitcoin in between all this stuff, right? This analysis. So here's your PACW. It's over. I mean, PACW is down virtually 60% after hours. It is trading currently at $2.66. Did you hear me right? It's trading at $2.66 after hours. What did it close at? $6.42. The puts, if you have puts, congratulations on the lotto. I mean, I can't wait to wake up tomorrow because kind of since last week, portfolio has been allocated towards bad stuff. So this is it was good yesterday, pretty good today, and tomorrow's going to be like Christmas. Oh my God. And I know other people in the community also shorting banks and buying puts on some of these. And it's like, yeah, man, you don't get opportunities like this very often, ever. And so, this is all-time lows, and they're not going to make it to Friday, I don't think. They might make it Friday, but good luck. There's no one that wants it, right? They're trying to, get bought out. No one wants to buy it. So it's going to get nationalized. It'll be FDIC'd. And then the same thing that just happened with FRC. It's going to happen to PACW. You got to wonder who's going to buy it. Is it JP Morgan again? Or is it going to be Apple maybe? Apple going to become the mega bank? Oh, God. But it's not just this, not just PACW. See, here's the thing. It's been bad, but it's about to get really bad because, one at a time. It's about to be like a bunch at a time. PACW, WAL, Western Alliance, down 30% after hours, broke support and heading back to $7 and $4. That's coming. Who knows? I mean, it could be really fast. Hidden bearish divergence, right? It's not good. After hours, you're below support. 30% on this one, and then CMA, which is another one, which is Comerica Incorporated Bank. It is down only 10.76%, but so bearish, man, so bearish, and pretty much at supports, right? This is back to 2020 levels, 2016 levels. So don't know how this stops. Okay, after today. It's not. There's no way it stops.
Please. All say all-time high. There is a gap as well. Gold running.
Substance crypto. Thanks, dude. Yeah, we can a little bit look at gold again. So just looking at these banks collapsing. Yeah, I've got an alert set up on gold, I believe. So CMA and they're the other ones. But then like Regions Financial. That's the KRE. This is the second heaviest weighting of the ETF. It's down 4.4% after hours. Remember, we've been talking about this one. It already broke support. Okay, right angle descending broadening formation, beautiful bearish reversal in this situation, and you're going to $13. You'll be there. Just wait, patience. Way lower. But even like the bigger banks, like Schwab. Look at Schwab, down 3%. It was down like 5% earlier, so it's recovered a little bit after hours, but it was a 26% downside potential below 5150. You broke below it yesterday, and now you're catching fall through. Today was the lowest daily candle close on Charles Schwab since November 19th, 2020. And there's just almost there's really no support here. I mean, like $38, $35 to $38. Hidden bearish divergence, about to start really playing out. You're not even oversold yet, but you're gonna get oversold soon. And all day we can look at these, right? NBHC, it's really, really bad. This one broke support yesterday, followed through today. Look at $30. Yes, it's support. It broke it violently today. And so $22 target, way lower. National Bank Holdings Corporation. BBVA, is not really down after hours so much. But look, the bearish dragon's about to be confirmed. You got all the makings of a nice setup here with lower risk, right? You can strategize the risk at 725's inflection point. There's a lot of downside here. I mean, $5 target. Even JP Morgan, I'll tell you this, man. Like JP Morgan, just because, this is what I'm saying, just because they're much larger banks now, they're gonna be mega banks, and doesn't mean like their stock price is going to go to like it's gonna somehow become a bull trend just because of this. This is terrible. The sector's garbage, and so you had that upthrust, the earning, or it wasn't earnings. They bought FRC, so they gapped up a couple percentage points and immediately reversed at the inflection point from the pre-COVID crash high. So that's like confirming way lower prices. Tweeted about this, and there's a gap unfilled at 128. You know that's going to fill. They're down after hours, about 0.7%. No big deal. Yeah, these are going to perform better than the regionals, of course, because the regionals are going to go to zero and get more acquisitions. Like JP Morgan, they love this because they got such a deal on FRC and whoever. If the same thing happens to all the other regionals, mega banks are also going to get good deals and increase their customer base by a substantial amount. So way lower in time. Look at Key. Oh my God. This is a Key Core, I think it's regional, major bank, I guess. And look, it broke support 2 days ago. Today back tested the support as resistance. Hey, 2016. Oh my God, 2009, 2010, 2011, that level's breached. And guess what? You're down almost 10% after hours. Right here, trading at 864, closed at 953. It's bad. Very, very bad. Look at how bad Goldman Sachs is. Oh, but it's a mega bank. Dude, again, think about the trend, not your friend, the sector, super bearish, and then the technical indicators, the things that have just happened on, this is hyper bearish on Goldman Sachs. Look at the inflection zone, undeniable inflection zone. Good luck arguing, right? March 2021, June 2021, July 2021. Look at this. Resistance in March and April 2022. Look, upthrust August 2022. Look at the correlation to January this year. And now it's resistance with confirmation. Like they pushed the price below it. Loser bear market rally just for the back test. And the 200-day moving average also rejected with the hidden bearish divergence, and the negative momentum is beginning to build. So you could imagine how much larger the histogram wicks are going to get. And just where's the support, chat? Support's in like 274, 273. Way lower, man. Look, this high, then the lower highs, 1, 2, classic distribution going on at a very strategic level. But this was mega. But then you got Sophie. Sophie looks like ICP, looks like a loser-esque coin, like Jasmy coin, right? Sitting at this support, which is the old all-time low from May of last year, and really broke it. You like broke it kind of. You closed 1 penny above it, but after hours you're below it, down 1.65% at 477. So I just like, what happens, man? Like, does this go to zero? You're not too far off. And dude, we keep going. Like PNC, look how terrible this is. PNC closed at a key inflection point, waiting, and we're finally there. And after hours, you're breaking it. You're down 2.37% below the support, and the next level is $100. PNC, these are huge banks, man. Too big to fail, but collapsing still. Do you really want to see more? Like, for real? Look at SAN.
Could you take a look at it, please?
The dragon. The bearish dragon. What's up, unemployed baker? Yeah, dude. He's 15. It is nice. I mean, like, the one thing that's cool about all this, the only thing maybe that's cool, it's like, oh, maybe making a little money, but like mainly that Bitcoin is so inverse correlated to what's happening right now. The free market out there saying, hey man, Bitcoin good, regional banks bad. It's actually acting as the hedge right now. It is. The hedge against a failing bank system. People will always talk crap about, oh, Bitcoin's not really a hedge against inflation. Okay, whatever. Non-store value, none of these things. But it certainly seems like right now it is an actual hedge against the banking sector failing. so far. I'll really be convinced when we break 31K and start running to 40K, 38K. Because that's the next resistance after 31K. Fibonacci-wise, it's like 382 is like 36K. But Banco, Santander, South America, shoot, dude. Regional South American bank or major bank, good luck, dude. Good luck on that. And the Dragon's already 270. What's that? What's that downside? That's like 20% downside. Wells Fargo, remember? Oh, they're so terrible. And yeah, remember the bearish abandoned baby? Down 1% after hours. Hidden bearish divergence. Going to $37 again. Once you break $37, $34, then oh my God, $23. Full on 886 coming on these bank stocks, these mega banks. The low to high 886 is $25. So at least 25 in time. Really nice bear trend. Really nice bearish patterns in the bear trend. I haven't looked at Bank of America in a minute. Let's see. Really bad. Down 1% after hours. Head down to 25 again. 25, the big one. You don't hold that. 22.70. And after that, yeah, that's like mega collapse. Way lower. 17. Not good, but understandable. Here's your USB, US Bancorp, and after hours trading's down 3%, a little over 3%, and approaching the key inflection point from May of 2020. If you don't hold that, wow, you're going down to $20. Wow, dude, below 28.50 is 20, meaning if you don't hold support, you go down another 30%. Okay, good luck, USB, man. All right, so, you know, I'm not trying to like, scare people. Dude, this is not scaring people. This is like actual reality. There's too much delusion out there. There's too much, I'm scared, my feelings. No more, no, none of that. Oh, like banks are failing. And then you have like the counterparty risk, right? You have gold and Bitcoin. Here they are acting as one would think they would, but one that wouldn't maybe think about how does a banking crisis happen? How would banks fail? This is talking like in hindsight, like someone would be asking that year, like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years ago. I mean, you know, we all know it's a hedge against the Ponzi fiat scam, whatever, but money printer go burr and it's never gonna, you know, crack or break, and it's doing it right now. And so everything like you'd think, oh, it's actually playing out that way. So yeah, I've got my alert set up on gold, getting closer and closer on gold spot. Very nice, man. Here's another notable thing that's happening. U.S. oil, bye U.S. oil. That was bearish as F, right? Down 2%, Larry. The target was $60. Well, you got to 63.77. In fact, on this daily candle, made your lowest price since December 3rd of 2021. Big yikes, man. Big yikes. Remember talking about the 200-day moving average being rejected and then falling back below the inflections? It's like just garbage. Bearish, man. So bearish. Okay, so S&P 500, to take a gander. Well, it was sketchy up here. It was extremely high risk for a long, and it hasn't really completely played out yet, but my God, it's starting to be like every day now, getting closer and closer to making more sense where it's actually topping out.
Hey, check out AXL. Axla looked real bad but crossed and holding nicely. Talked about it recently. Pumped like wild yesterday and came into actionable zone emo.
What's up, Crypto Sharknado? Thank you, dude. We'll look at AXL. Sure, dude. Just gonna get through these and look at this, man. I mean, like, you know, above 4,058, you're fine. You're fine like a fruit fly above that level. So yeah, anything can happen, right? Of course, Apple beats on earnings and just moonsault mark. Okay, great, whatever. But I'm just saying, Even if that happened, it's still extremely high risk. That's like right now trying to go long, like a fresh long is almost like trying to go long March 29th. After like a second high, or maybe like April 5th, when the second high has been put in. I'd just be really careful. You're stalling out, exhaustion, complacency. Ugh. Oh, the Dow Jones, though, kind of starting to become possibly a work of art. Okay. Where you got the 3 falling peaks. I told you, dude, you just can't trust some sort of shooting star and a potential local confirmation high. And this high is lower than this high and this high, and all 886 retraces proportionate to each other. And I mean, my God, dude, this could be it. Classic distribution with a bearish edge and a long, well-established downtrend. Yeah, I mean, like, this could be it, dude. It might be over. This pattern, this structure is really large. I mean, like, talking about 160-day large structure. Been a long time coming, man. So you think way lower. Now, 33,200 is like the kind of the cutoff, but I think like the harder support resistance was 33.7. A lot more price action correlation there. And then at 33.2, there was like just a few times. It's real. They're both very real levels, but I think like being below 33.7's awful. And so this is almost like a low risk short on, at this point, it's like a low risk short opportunity for bears. It's the completed pattern. You've got the beautiful on the third high. You've got the hidden bearish divergence, which is magic. Like that's the wombo combo. And you're at like these key inflection points and you're failing to break them. I mean that, and then the local confirmation high, that's low risk for shorts. And that's like unbelievably high risk for longs, even if it went up. Yep. And then the NASDAQ composite, very bad. I mean, like bearish divergence, falling below 12,000. And yep, I mean, that's the peak from September 3rd, 2020. And then you'll be testing 11.9. You don't hold 11.9. It's confirmed distribution, lower highs than the previous high. And then, you know, the QQQ.
Technology, what is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
Wow, look at buyers starting to currently not be able to test the upsloping trend line again. And this is all happening near an 88% retrace. This is just, of course, Apple could save the day with earnings, but technically this is high risk, very high risk. What, add a trend line here and all of a sudden you have like almost a rising wedge. Look at that. That's just nasty, dude. Really nasty. You just leave it there. Forget it. It's like it's wedging, man. Like upsloping price contraction, certainly. And you are nearing and getting closer to the apex, which means resolution soon. You're gonna getting some resolution, man. Yup. All right. High risk for longs and lower risk for shorts at this current time. And that's it. IWM, which is the worst. Look at this, dude. It's so bad, okay? What a bull trap. Goes to 175.70 intraday, then sells off and closes near its open. And then after hours is down 1.29% and currently below the levels. The pre-COVID crash high and the 2018 high. You're below it right now after hours, chat. I mean, this could be it. So I'm saying confirmation of distribution, bear trend. It hadn't changed. There's been no reversal. So the bear trend would probably continue after all this loser trash consolidation. But this is clearly just shows buyers couldn't do anything. Oh, nope. Way less market participants than before. And again and again. So yeah, sorry. It's not pessimism. It's just reality. You know, like in order to be starting to talk bullish, you got to be reversing your overall trend. And that takes far too much. Too many things have to happen. And it never happened. So, okay, there are your 4 index funds. Just looking at it. Let's look at, let's go to Ethereum. because we're still like making the rounds or whatever. Up almost 2%, and here's your daily channel. Pretty beautiful looking channel. As the heart line, buyers are attempting to defend it. My God, man, you could end up making hidden bullish divergence or something from this low if this pivots here, which you just don't know because it hasn't really gone, and Bitcoin really hasn't gone in it either. But I love Bitcoin above 28.8 at all times, right? But look at this on the 4 hour. This is identified by Brentis. What does this look like to you? That's pretty nice. Oops. What does that look like? And hello to everybody. What's up, Crypto Hoarder? Francisco. What's up, Batson, man? Element of P in here. Brad's in here. What's up, J Togs, Ryler, Echo. What's up, The Mean? Got a couple answers. Kind of pathetic, chat. Be real, to be candid. Yeah, it'd be considered a confirmed bullish dragon pattern on the 4 hour. Right, it's put in 1 foot, 1 leg. Now the second leg and the supply line's been breached. On the second leg, you had really nice bullish divergence on the RSI. And the buyers defending the heart line. Again, last time they did that, it was really nice. So, could be just optimistic. It's hard to be like full on super bullish. Oh my God, just because, man, the markets are, other markets are F, dude. And the only way these things go up is for real, like hedging against failing bank sector. That's why they go up. Because in normal conditions, stock markets are selling off. Bitcoin and Ethereum not going to be doing this. They're not going to be rallying. They're going to be dumping with the index funds. But you see gold and Bitcoin inverse correlated, and you know it's like, okay, these are acting as hedges against what's happening right now. So higher 2,000. Who goes to 2,100 first, gold or Ethereum? Good question. Let's go to BNB. Well, yeah, BNB. Yep. Up 1.7%. Just another higher low coming in somehow. Maybe bullish divergence, kind of. Buyers defending the threshold of the bearish control zone. So it was neutral, holding neutral. Love that. Okay, just only higher lows. Even if all these failures and their lower highs locally, still higher lows. Just ridiculous. Is it ever going to break out, man? I don't know. No clue if it ever breaks out. It's high risk kind of for longs because just inherently when you're at a resistance like this, there's so much downside potential if sellers, are in control here. But my God, just so much accumulation still going on just below the breakout level. It's interesting. Very interesting. XRP is like, why do I even look at XRP anymore? It's a joke. It doesn't do anything ever. Okay, man, it's rallying. It's up 0.08% today. Great, dude. Just no one cares. No one cares. It's just like the biggest waste of time even looking at this crap anymore. Just every day. I mean, I know it eventually 80 cents, but there's no liquidity for this crap, man. Almost no one's trading it. No one, dude. But cool, 80 cents one day, 50 years later. Bitcoin will be at 1 million, right? And then XRP will hit 80 cents. It's like, oh, we did it, man. XRP is going to take over the world. Quad screen. Here's your quad screen. Bitcoin top left, Ethereum top right, XRP bottom left, and then BNB bottom right. Look how that demand line on BNB was successfully defended for now. I know for now. We could easily just dump and break it, but like that was a cool little pivot there. You kind of fell below it too for a few moments. So pivot here, and let's see BNB go to 339, the top of the little scrub triangle. Pin it. XRP sideways, as is tradition. And anything above 28.8 on Bitcoin's amazing. All right, what was there, a request? IAT. A regional bank. It's another regional bank, yeah. Yeah, it's terrible, dude. I don't know. Like this is there. I go. The other, yep. See, support is $30. Wow.
Can you
Probably
take a look at the mighty USD DXY? Thanks.
What's up, the mean? Yeah, we'll look at DXY. Sure. So, I mean, after hours, this is down 4.28%. And an ETF being down 4.28% is really, really bad and almost never happens. It was down 2% today. So down 6.4, 6.5% total today. So you'll be like, you're currently at support, if not a little below it at $30. Below that, your guess is as good as mine. We're looking at levels because, like, yeah, it could come down to like, look, a peak from 2010, that wick low from 2015, and you know the COVID crash stuff. I mean, you know, so $27 right after 30, and then if you break that, that's where things get really scary in terms of like free falling. I mean, there would then be a support at 17 back from 2011, and then after that would be, you know, all-time lows from 2009. So there you have it. Those are the levels, and it's been collapsing.
I just jumped in, not sure if you went over it. I guess PacWest is the next bank going under.
Yeah, we looked at it at the beginning of the stream for sure. It's ruined. It's over. Yeah, there are many banks that are just ruined. So it's like, I mean, Bitcoin, hey, dude, you know, it's 24/7. It's not backed by anything but people's trust and right holders. You know, it's not backed by the FDIC is what I'm saying. If something happened, but man, it seems a lot safer than having your money in any regional bank right now, right? You should be careful with that. And I'm saying, like, I wouldn't be like trying to have my money in one of these regional banks and just relying on the FDIC. I'd be doing what I could to like steer clear of being a victim to where, hey man, FDIC all of a sudden can't pay out everyone, or it takes years for you to get your money back. I mean, dude, it sucks. It's really unfortunate. I mean, it's cool for traders because, man, this stuff looked so bearish and all right, fine, but fundamentally, this is historical and it's not good. And here's Monero. Just one day, maybe Monero will do it. It's at 1.5%. Still just hanging out around the breakout point. Just, you'd think something like this would be launching, but nope. Really tough because I think it's just, you know, a lot of exchanges don't offer Monero, especially in the US, and it's hard to on-ramp liquidity in these assets. Yeah, their trials gave someone cancer, Jacob. It was awful. Yeah, so you got some coins that are up today. I mean, who cares? Like, liquidity's just gone on these, man. I think it's still the Bitcoin show, for real. Like, even though Bitcoin dominance is down a little bit.
On Bluebird Bio. I think it looks amazing, but we all know what happened last time. I put some context into our TTA chat in Discord earlier.
Yeah, we can look at it if you want. Sure. Here's your thank you, dude. Here's your Bitcoin dominance. Just testing that area for the second time, but still elevated. Just gonna want. I mean, this is what we know about it is not like your typical. Oh, we're at the top of a trading range. No, we're at the top of a trading range in phase D of Wyckoff accumulation over a 700-day period. It's a little different. So, yeah, there's gonna be supply here that seems like it's being absorbed, and that this is like the chart where you think like, hey, Bitcoin's still the star of this show, and could remain the star of the show for a while. Pepe Coin, dude, whatever. That's a good joke, dude. It's like a scam joke. It didn't do anything. Oh, and just pumping now. Yeah, man. Congrats. This pump and dump flavor of the minute. Flavor of the minute, man. All those gains will be taken and they'll flood back into Bitcoin eventually. And then all the FOMO morons will lose everything, as is tradition. That's what happens. It's the stupid tax. Buying an asset that went up like it did, buying now is like, oh, it's a really stupid tax. It's a test too. It's like, it's an IQ test. Okay, so there was we looked at IAT. Let's look at AXL, which is American Axle Manufacturing Holdings. Oh man, brutal. Very, very, very bad. I mean, I haven't looked at this in a long time, man, but it's a beautiful channel. Oh, what's going on with this? Wow, look at that bearish bat. And then after the bearish bat completes in 2015, the downtrend, man. Let me so you can see it here. This is a beautiful downtrend. Look what happened in August 20. I haven't been here. Like, this chart's been here forever, and it's beautiful to see the respect of the supply line and now like classic distribution going on. You're in a downtrend, remember, so don't ignore this is overbought territory in a downtrend, and then it's all of a sudden 1, 2, 3 lows, and now you're rolling over. This is going to new lows probably. Look at here are your levels, like right here. Here's your support back from 2010 and 11, and you're at it. And once that breaks, oh, sweet mother of God, it'd be pandemonium. Now, of course, this is where you could hold, but the context is terrible because look, you've already sprung, the spring, the back test of spring and the rally. That in bear markets, it should be going. But in bear markets, these levels are, the same thing happens for big reversals. The sheer underperformance over a period of time lets you know it's not strong. Like spring back test of spring, even a confirmation, and it manifests into a lower high. And then and then another lower high. It's like, oh, there's subtle distribution going on. This is bearish. I don't care if it's at support. The context is awful. Context is setting up for way lower prices. Like, could be going to near all-time low levels. Like, talking 98 cents. Very bad. Trend is your friend. Only lose. Only lose. So have your alert set up on the AXL. Just below 668, somewhere you hear that beep, you'll know the bearish breakdown is being attempted. Okay. Beautiful channel, though. Beautiful trend. Despite which way it's going. And it would be the same way if it was the other way around, okay? It's almost like you have, if you went to like the 3-day or the weekly, you'd be able to see it more discernibly, but one low and the second low. I mean, it's like a double top. Like, that's really what's happening. Mega double top at the neckline. You break that, bad action, magnet move. High probability chance of just decimation. Yeah. All right. That was for you, Sharknado, man. Pumped like wild yesterday. What? Why did you ask for AXL? AXL. Oh, of course you wanted the loser trash coin. Wow, of course. Of course you don't want to look at actual financial, like, wow, dude. Oh yeah, you wanted to look at this. Okay. Who gives a crap about your loser trash coin? It's a loser. It always will be. Who cares what it does? God. Trying to like apply like, oh, traditional technical analysis. Let's look at the scam. Let's look at a scam on Coinbase. But dude, there's more more data on some other. Oh, this was even better. Screw this asset completely. You see how I can do analysis and then I can't. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here, man? Yeah, I'm looking at the scam that you're asking about. There's no analysis to do, man. It's a loser. It's a scam. It's like someone created it to enrich themselves. They did not make this coin to enrich other people. They did not do that. 99% of these cryptos that exist they were created to enrich the bearers of the coin, the creators, right? Like Sauron.
Days is sad. Solana up 14%. Everything else is basically no growth or down. BTC and ADA doing okay 20%.
Yeah, no liquidity. War on crypto. Oh, we're going to propose a 30% Bitcoin mining tax. These losers in the government, they don't represent the people. And so I told someone to clip this. I said maybe a month ago, oh, and just wait till next week with this administration. Watch what they do. We don't know what it's going to be, but watch how absurd it is. And then stuff like this keeps coming out. So you keep playing that clip of me saying that.
Simple div on LTF and HTF, but alas no breakout off the lows. What you think? Harmonic, maybe 2 or just nothing burger.
What's up, Gabriel? I don't know. We'll look at it. Thank you, man. All right. We will look at it. Let's go to the next request. Knock it out. While Bitcoin's still at 29,078, we are officially in. You got it.
It's time for Power Hour.
Last 50 minutes of trading ongoing as we speak. The DXY is just sideways. It is sideways, man. What's up, J-Togs, man? Wow, thanks for the 50, man. Cheers. Wow.
Hey brother, can we look at Tesla? I have been trading shorter term time frames, but we have gaps above and below, smiley face. Also, keep walking through the mud. A year from now you will need to have $25 chart requests. Much love.
Getting there, man. Yeah, well, guess we'll see. Thank you, man. Yeah, we'll look at it. To me, it doesn't look good. I mean, it's near support, but it's in a nasty bear trend. And what happens when the market movers start driving down? It's going to take Tesla with it. So yeah, we'll look at it. Thank you. DXY, right now, there's no confirmed second bottom. Right now, this is bearish. 102.24. This level from 2020, this level from 2017 is now being regarded as resistance and showing weakness. Guess what? $100 target and then 97 after that. And then probably eventually the bottom of the channel that goes all the way back to 2009. All right, target down there 96, which is great for kind of everything paired to it. Is weak. It's very weak. There's no compelling argument that a second bottom is being put in yet, even though it's sitting there. Yeah, great. That's. We'll see what kind of fall do you get. You know, I mean, you're at the bottom of like a range, and you are correcting. All right, you have impulse phase, consolidation phase, and so far the consolidation doesn't really look that great. So I think there definitely could be some more downside on the US dollar. Yep, that's it. Okay, next one is a virtual scam that never makes money, that is reacting off of a freshly put in low. Bluebird Bio. Remember, this crashed because, remember, like biotech companies normally don't make money. Inherently, they don't make money. They're losers. They don't, right? So they're not profitable. And really, their catalysts are FDA approvals or rejections, or during their trials, some sort of unforeseen side effect occurs in those trials. And this was one where their trials, you had one job, to be a biotech company that made things that help people. And no, this caused cancer. And yeah, it collapsed. And so here we are. We're near all-time lows. Or, pretty much at them. June of last year, you're testing it again. I don't care. I wouldn't give a crap. Like, I'm not looking to be like longing assets that make $0 that lose money every quarter in these market conditions, especially these market conditions. Maybe when the money printer was going burr, let's look at some technical indicators and some pattern. But look, this thing is a loser and it doesn't make money, and we're in a massively, like, really bad economic conditions right now. So I would just, like, this is the least. This time I would steer clear of anything that doesn't make money quarterly if you were looking along and longing. And here's the problem, though. Assets like the most incredible assets on the stock market have insane valuations. They're like way too expensive. Apple is one of them. So Amazon it too. Like, they're just way overvalued. And they're at 886s. And so if Apple goes down because of this rally it was on and it hits the deep retrace and reverses, has bad earnings, stuff like Bluebird is going to crash. These losers the trash is going to get taken. It's already been taken out, but if you don't think it can get taken out more, it will. It can. It's $4. It can go down to $1 and it would be just as worthless. So I just steer clear of crap that is a loser fundamentally and technically. This is a loser on both fronts. Okay, sorry about your blue, but cool, dude. Great, man. Potential double bottom in a all-time bear trend. Cool. All right. Next one was for Gabriel.
E-Kicks is a right. Can we look at the monthly MACD, please? Cheers. 172.00000000 Doge.
What's up, Much Wild? Thanks for the Dogecoin contribution. Yeah. Look at your real estate investment trust. Sure, man. Well, Zim, you got a problem here. Long-time loser. About to fill. Did you fill the gap? No, the gap is unfilled. Unfilled gap from way back. This was the Jeffrey Yoon stock, I think. But here's an easy target. This is coming eventually. Okay, so $16 target. After that, there's another gap down at like 1370. Those are some good targets, man. It's sitting at a support, sitting at a deep 88, maybe 99% retrace. You just don't know how long this asset could be sitting down here in the basement during a recession. Looks like it makes money, right? At least you got that going for you. It makes money. Zim shipping services. Okay. Well, you're at the basement, and I look at something like this, and I'm like, I don't care. The bubble popped. I'm looking just for other opportunities on other charts. So there's like no formal support looking left. The only support you got's the one that was manufactured in December. It's just not good, man. I mean, if you want to buy here with no signal.
Helm from the basement is already polished. Please check 3 falling methods on is used weekly on Bybit. Hype to the chat.
What's up, Sulta? Yeah, we'll check on IZI. Oh, crypto, never heard of. Oh God, I'm so excited about looking at that one. Thank you for the contribution, though. Very grateful. Just tepid off-brand S-Coin, never heard of during these market conditions. I don't know. I think $16 is going to get tested at some point, and I really don't. That'd be like it's below the manufactured support. There's just nothing to do here, man. Look at the RSI. There's no divergence, really. But if you want to give it a shot, marine shipping, by all means, at the basement of basements. Unfortunately, the basement doesn't give us any sort of old supports. It's just straight line up, and you're in the middle of this straight line up. Yeah, it's just bad, man. I don't know. Let's go to Tesla. Yeah, Tesla like hit an ice line, 154. Almost like, you know, piercing lined, but dude, there's no one buying, right? There's like a buyer strike. People don't want to own Tesla right now. And they're smart for not wanting to own it because maybe they understand the trend is certainly, if you're a bull, not your friend. You are not a buyer. Buyers aren't in on this. The sellers own this chart right now until things change, which they could. But until they do, you have to say, no. Below 154 is 111. You're that close to annihilation. You're that close to Tesla falling a quick 30%. Again, and then completing an M shape, and maybe that's where it reverses with an M shape, type 1, type 2, okay. But dude, for now, I don't know why you would want to go against the trend. This is so brutal. And it's just like, you know, you have a bearish dragon and the up thrust, back Tesla up thrust, less market participants involved than before. I guess to be like optimistic, you could say maybe a gap fill would occur where it runs to test 180 to make another lower high before rolling over. That could happen. That was the case. If you really wanted to try that, I mean, once entering, they have a stop loss below 153, and then they let it run to 180 and take probably an exit. I mean, that's the only kind of situation I see for someone trying to play this. Just other than that, it's so bearish. Not oversold, sitting at 38.8, which is the bearish control zone, below the 200-day moving average. These are just not, when you're below the 200 moving average so resoundingly, and it's like last asset I want to be owning as an asset below the 200 like that. Slacking on likes hard today. What's new, man? What's new? Slacking on everything. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know what I can do. Like, nothing I can do to generate more interest, and that's okay. All right, J-Togs. Well, again, like, there's a chance above 154 a run to 180 could happen. So, because you just hit a support. But other than that, I don't think it would go any higher than that. I just, you wonder, man, it's like a 0.37% after hours. But I mean, you know, after hours, you look at like the market driver, and it's not as bad. It was worse earlier, but then you look at Apple, right? Here it is. It just repeats itself over and over and over. I'm gonna go retrace the 886, the 886, the 886, the 886. It's like Apple 886 5 times. On Goodfellas, it's the new movie. They're gonna make a character named that. So certainly beginning to react at an 886 for now, but again, earnings coming up tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. So just anything can happen. Just gaps up, moons, whatever. Warren Buffett, Munger. Okay, cool. But this is a high risk area for longs. No matter what happens at the casino, the earnings casino, it's just high risk, man. It's almost like a wedge too. It's like, wow, look at this. Just use your imagination. Oh, sweet mother of God. Completing a freaking massive W shape, nearing the apex of a rising wedge with bearish divergence on the oscillators. I mean, if it's not Apple, it's something else. I'm just like, dude, this thing's about to collapse. But it's Apple and it's earnings tomorrow, so anything's possible. It just gaps up and the GUG guy gets wrecked again because he's buying puts or something. Great. Yeah, this is bad. This is very, very like, there's a very strong argument for downside here. But earnings, so coin flip. This will drive the market. right? If this really is a reversal area and this thing's going to draw down, oh, good luck. Bye-bye S&P 500. Bye-bye everything. Bye-bye all index funds. Okay, so it was Tesla and then EQIX.
Sorry, the first tip was short by 100 Doge for some reason. Much wow. 100.000000000 Doge.
I can't believe that, man. You snuck it by me. I didn't even see. Thank you for that. That was the honor system. The Doge honor system. Utopian society when Doge is the currency. You see? David, who knows, man? Algorithms have changed 5,000 times since I started streaming on YouTube. So there's just no telling what the algos are probably like, oh yeah, hey man, do they talk about communism and Marxism and transgenderism? Push them, promote them. Top of the page, front page, searches. Yeah. You don't talk about that stuff? Nope. You ain't getting pushed at all. You're going to be shadow banned. You don't talk about that stuff. It's got to be positive. What's up, Matt with 1T?
Matt tipped $25. If we looked at dividend monsters could we look at another dividend monster, Petrobras sticker?
Yeah, dude, we'll look at PBR.A. Sure. Thank you, Matt. Matt with 1T. Okay. Next on the list was EQIX. Should be interesting. Or it's a REIT. Oh, this is so bearish. Oh my God. It's so bearish. It could be like a short. This could be a short. And someone will be like, no, bro, that's an inverse head and shoulder. No, it's not. This is not an inverse head and shoulders. This is the conclusion of a bear market rally, and you're about to find out. Okay? The bear market rally, and then the momentum shift back to the sellers. All right. Clearly a level. Look. 2020 a couple times. Look at the correlation in December 2020. And then look, you had more correlation in March, February 2022. Look at this. August 2022. Look. Oh my God. December 2020. And you just rejected it again. And at the same time, creating that very well-known, identifiable, discernible pattern. Painting it for you now. This is it. Slanted neckline. This is a low risk for a short all day with a stop loss somewhere marginally above 715. Wow. The trend is your friend. A reflexive loser bear market rallies concluding. Formal bearish back tests have been confirmed. And now all that's left to do is to draw down to much lower prices. This is a beautiful short trade setup on EQIX. Unfortunately, right? It's a REIT, something like this, man. It's very simple. This fails, you don't take on many losses, and then we'll just do a measure move. We use Fibonacci to target. Measure the size of the structure from the breakdown level, wherever that is. And you could say a first target, we'll just go with that. We'll just go with the first target being the measure move. And that's a 4.69 to 1 reward to risk. And that allots you a little bit of leeway on your stop loss. You want to be a little bit looser, you can. I think you would not want to be short on EQIX above 715, and especially the local highs where it ran as high as 724 on the up thrusts. That's it. It's very simple, is it not? Everything's behind you. You got all the backing, right? The trend, the pattern, right? So you're looking in a bear trend, you're looking for bearish patterns to develop because bearish patterns and bearish trends are more reliable and they will oftentimes outperform. So you wouldn't just be going one target, you'd be going for probably two to go test the lows of the entire downtrend, $500. And if you really wanted a third target, sweet mother of God, then pandemonium's going on a REIT if it's going below that. That's it. Beautiful. This trade setup. Certainly great. That best request of the day so far. Absolutely. I can get behind this all day. Publish this too. Wow, good job, dude. Great request. Much wow. Great request. Tipping in Doge too. Trend analysis, chart patterns, technical indicators. Absolutely. All of them. Strong argument for downside. Y'all are the jury. Right here, I was the lawyer. I just presented the argument to you, jury. What do you think? Guilty? Not guilty? What's happening to my... Hello? All right, what the was that? Oh yeah, it is off because I have to full screen and not. So yeah, sure. I had to get out of full screen for a sec. Eric says guilty. Wow, dude, like ask y'all a question. Y'all just don't answer. Y'all just don't respond. How many, like 400 people in here? Probably 300, 200, 100, 740 people. I would have never guessed in a million years there were 740 people watching this stream. I'm just asking, like I did the TA, like, right? Set it up and it's like, my God, someone goes short at open tomorrow and have that strategy. And I think it has a higher probability outcome. Beautiful, dude. Wow. Gold. Absolute gold. Okay, next request. And have your alerts set up. This thing starts really selling so you can hear the beeps. I would definitely do that. Okay. Let's look at IZI, some S coin. Here we go. On what exchange? You wanted it on Bybit and the weekly. Okay. Oh, God. Gosh dang it, man. Maybe something magical will show up on the weekly that I'm not seeing here. Scam. Solta, scam. Solta, this is a scam, okay? It's a loser. It's a never has been. It's a never will be. The creators of IZI, they created this coin to enrich themselves, and they were going to use other people as exit liquidity, and they did that. Day effing one. Do you understand? The first day, December 2021, when these losers developed this scam coin, they did exactly what I told you. And this is the case for almost all the cryptos that exist. I hope you understand. I mean, like, we love Bitcoin and what it stands for and all that. But remember, the core and centerpiece of this community is traditional technical analysis coming from actual real markets that have been around for 100 years. Not crypto scams. So there's no point in doing any analysis on this because it's a joke. Because I don't want anyone to think in any way that someone should buy this. And if it pumped, congratulations on the lotto. We just looked at the last asset and then we look at this one. And it's like, I hope you understand the difference in the two. There's nothing to do here. I appreciate the contribution, but this is a joke. Can't believe someone would let driving get in the way of them not being able to say something in the chat, Kappa. Yeah. Brad, I saw that. Yep. Oh, so by the way, we had Georgetown Felix. Thank you so much for joining the Citadel. It's your first month here. Thank you. And also Gonzo, thank you so much for the 4 months in the Citadel. Really appreciate y'all.
Thanks for what you do. Can you look at stock ASML? I love watching the stream every time you go live.
Dang, Philip White with 1 L. Interesting. Thank you so much, dude. And thank you for their first super chat ever. Can we get some time in the chat for this man? If not, Riot. Thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll look at ASML.
Wanna look at another shit coin? Still feeling good about Hulu, but I don't trust myself with Tarfully yet, so I'd like your thoughts again. Still targeting 0.08. I think lol. Thank you for everything you do.
Jordan, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. Look, man. it's like, I'm very grateful. But as soon as like I start looking at the coin, you cannot take any we go to the ticker, and once I begin the analysis, you cannot take anything personal, because there's no intent to offend you, okay? Or to say you're bad or there's anything about you. But I'm going to destroy what you requested, okay? But no, it's only because I don't want anyone, including you, to get hurt or to put your money that you work hard for into these assets, okay? IZI, who cares what it does next? It's a scam. All right. Let's go to the next request, though, which was PBR.A, I think. Yeah, PBR.A, yep. Petróleo Brasileiro, Badrobas. I remember this one. I think, right? Have I said that before? Where's my data? Oh, it's gross, man. We got to talk about and think about the overwhelming, undeniable downtrend, okay? The bubble popped and the trend is remaining bearish, okay? Because have market participants captured prices above previous discernible swing highs consecutively? Not even once. Okay, so here's clearly a resistance, 1489. Sure, that's a breakout point. Sure. But now you just failed all these times, and now, like, it's not one time, it's now the second time, right? If you look at the weekly or something.
Hit me with it. I'm up from 0.0095, so I'm big chillin'. Peeling profits as we go and attempting to flip a percentage as well.
All right. Hey man, maybe it looks ungodly. I don't know, but you know, just we'll see when we get there. All right, PBRA. Look at the price action correlation below the 200 simple moving average. You're below it on the daily and the weekly. That's automatically like bearish. I get it though. You're like, hey man, it's like a global massive M shape that completed 100% retrace garbage 2016. And since 2016, you know, a rally, but then nothing. To me, it's starting to look bad again.
But not in like a meme way.
Yeah, sure, Rob. We'll look at AMC not in a meme way. Sure, we'll look at it in a serious, professional business attire way. Is that what you want? Thanks. I look at one failure, the drawdown, and then the attempted rally and the second failure. So that confirms, and in that second failure, right? These highs from May of last year are slightly lower than the highs from 2019. And so that leads you to believe there's very subtle bearish, right, stuff. There's distribution, less market participants years later than before. Completed bat too, right? It's a bearish bat pattern they completed. Okay. All right, like the XAB, the higher low on C, and then the 886. Oh God, even a little higher, right? 886 on D, type 1, type 2, sure. And then you're rolling over now, and it's like market conditions, I would think way lower. Like I think a target would be $6 and $4.20. The actual harmonic bottoms, right? Those would be two aggressive targets. But I think there are better things maybe to short. This is oil though. I think there are oil assets out there. My God, if this is how it looks on an oil energy asset here, and then you've got all these other ones like Chevron and all of them, they were making all-time highs, and this one's like near all-time lows. That's really bad. I mean, this is just, think about if they go, which they look like they're going to. We looked at the XLE yesterday. I think I'm going to try to get Chaylin to make a clip of the XLE analysis from yesterday. But if that thing's rolling over, there's no way this doesn't go to $6 and $4.20 to test these levels again. So So until if you break $15, hey man, that's a breakout, and you could be going much higher. But for now, I don't trust anything like this, and I think the whole energy sector, it's completed. The cycle is done. The cycle on energy is done, chat. What are you talking about? This is all I need to show you is the weekly XLE. This is 2008. This is a rising wedge, upsloping price contraction, classic distribution. One high in June of last year, the second high in December last year, January this year, and now the slightly lower high in April, and rolling over down 1.89% after hours, down 0.62%. This is it. This is the level where people go short. This is the level where institutions offload their position completely, and the cycle ends, and you see a drawdown that it could take months, but eventually you'd be getting back down to $50. Yeah, this is it. Bearish divergent, kidding me, man? This is why I like owning anything energy. Nope, that's not the play. If you care about technical analysis, energy is, unless you're talking about shorting, energy is not the play. Okay? Just letting you know.
Gentlemen in the mix.
ASML for Philip with 1L. Now make sure it's not a crypto. Okay, it's not. So New York registry shares. Is that what you wanted? Oh, it's like kind of looks like an index fund, kind of a little bit stalling out up here, isn't it? On the weekly, maybe the daily, even worse. Yeah, that's yeah, like the bear. You're in a bear trend. All right, you're rallying, and all you're doing from a previous high. Look at this. From this high to low. Where are you? Where are you making one high then a second high? Could someone tell me where the asset's doing this? Not once, but and it's a lower high, slightly lower high than the first high. That's right, Philip. That's right, an 88% rate. So even if it kept going, it is extremely high risk in a downtrend, right? You're in a bearish trend. And where is it from the top though? What fib node? It's completed. And this is the top of the golden zone, right? An asset, we know traditionally they rally 38 to 61% of the way. So the golden zone pictured is here. That's the zone. You've hit the top of the golden zone, and then a sell-off, and then an attempted rally, and it's a lower high. So market participants cannot even push the price to test that 618 again. The big one, the major 618. So you have confluence from this high to low, 618, and then from the most recent high, right? Like that one here. From this high to low, it's an 886. So failing to break a 618 and 886 at the same time, okay, man, like if it kept going, that's great, whatever. Margins stay rational, long we stay solvent. But to me, it seems like high risk long area. So what do we have going on here? Is it just, I mean, something like that? That's your structure, I guess. Yeah, not really. I mean, it's just like a complacent bear market rally that's stalling out and is now put in a lower high. That's your first lower high for real in a minute. Like, when's the last time you put in a lower high locally? It was like way back. Like, you had to go back to 2021. So anyway, think about the asset from that nadir to the high. It went up 92% in 100 days. That's pretty fast. I think like the big breakdown level, it's probably a zone here. You got between 588 and 614 or 600. And right there, the peak from February 2021, and then the peaks from May and August of last year, and then the valley from March of this year. So you have this big inflection zone below this level is that it's over, right? Anything above this, you might be okay for maybe a little bit up more of a rally, but below that, that's the cutoff for anyone that owns this somehow right now. You do not want to own the asset by any means below $588, $600. Nope. Line in the sand. Okay. Let's go to Durden's S coin, I think. Amazing company, is it? Yeah, they make money, man. Problem is the volume on this. There's less than 1 million volume. Like 582,000 volume. 10-day average is slightly 1 million. Barely 1 million. ALU? Oh boy. Oh, I've been here before. ALU, the accumulation was there, broke out, back tested the breakout, and has rallied to test the next level. And that's all it's doing. It's butting up against the next inflection point. So I don't know if it's going to break that, but that was the target area. If market participants could break 3.3 cents, they did, and here you are. And if you ever broke that, clearly the next target would be 8.2 cents. No idea if you're going to break this. That's all I can do is tell you about the levels. There's no edge. There's nothing implying, oh, time to go long or time to go. It's just, if an asset's not showing us the things we look for that strategic entry, all I can do is talk about the levels. You're at one, you could break it. If you don't break it, then 3.3 cents is the target below you. Thank you again, Durden, for the 30. You're targeting it. Well, again, 8's the target above the level you're not above yet. You have not broken this level, so just letting you know. Thanks, man. Okay, next request was AMC. Not in a meme way, but professional way, I guess. Whatever. Ooh. Oops. It's okay-ish. I'm not really. I mean, it's like collapsed. It's like, hey, 88% retrace, 90+% retrace from the lows from January 2021 before the mania. Buyers attempting to defend 395 a second time, but once in January and now again in April, below the 200-day moving average, man. I mean, like any sort of price action or insane rally will probably look like this. You know, you saw it in March of last year and August of last year, but you haven't had one of those in a year, right? Because liquidity gone and it continues to go away. So, but that's the only thing you could like almost, if you were going to expect something, is like it would be a Wall Street bets joke scam pump and dump. That's it. Right? Like you got some sort of, is it a wedge? Oh, it could be a wedge, man. I mean, maybe. Shoot, dude. Getting closer and closer to that apex by the looks of it. You know, this is kind of like what's happening. So yeah, man, at 90+% retrace, you have a contraction pattern like that. I mean, this is definitely an area where the memeage could come out for sure. It's at least, you know, you're looking at something that's like basement, deep retraces, trying to defend a level from June and September 2020 as support second time, and you got the pattern there. So yeah, I mean, maybe if someone's going to gamble on a joke, because we know it's a joke, right? This would probably be around the level, but the markets are so bad, man. Like they're so illiquid. I just don't even know. The Wall Street bet people even have enough money to make this thing move anymore? I don't think so. They lost it all on scams, right? They bought into IZI or whatever it was. Yeah, so you got a falling wedge at a 90+% retrace at a support. So it's like no real divergence or anything. But it's a better argument than some, but good luck with these macro conditions. This is awful. Did earnings happen already? Oh my God, no. Earnings are in like 2 days. Here we go. And before earnings, just you gap up 50% because it's a joke. There's a wedge, man. There's a wedge. Inherently, bullish reversal structure. That's what a falling wedge is. But it doesn't mean it's certainly going to reverse to the upside. It just might. Okay. Good luck on your AMC. That was the last request. I've been live for 1 hour and 30 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, that sub. We have a little less than 12 minutes to go to the daily candle close. Let's go to Bitcoin and just look at that daily again. Because any day above 28,800 is a good effing day. Why? Because look left to understand January 2021 and June of 2021. It's the line in the sand. Well, it's one of them. Unfortunately, Bitcoin, you've got like several different inflection points clustered together. That's why I have these lines here. I've had them here well before Bitcoin even tested them. It's just they're there. You can't ignore them. The good stuff is the higher lows keep coming. Good news is bank stocks are actually collapsing and crashing after hours. And then it's not like they just started. They've been continuing to do that. And Bitcoin's near its highest highs of the entire year, 2023. Those are some pretty optimistic things. All right. Hey, it's Miss Teen Crypto. What's up, Randy? How you doing over there? Baking cookies and all that stuff. The cookies need way more chocolate chips, by the way. Just letting you know. I mean, like, there should be almost more chocolate chips than actual cookie itself. Those are the best chocolate chip cookies. I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. Or they're like, you know, triple chocolate chips. So I guess we're just running on the clock till the daily close. As we can just look around. Gold, it's very close, man. So strong. All-time highs could be by the end of the week. You're getting so close. This is it. 2075 is the all-time high. And a breakout point too. A major inflection point. Silver, similar, you know, in terms of performance and where it's probably headed, which is up. Back in the bullish control zone on golds on the daily. No bugs, no thank you. Even though you live in New York where they actually like bugs. Yes, Matthew. Yep. I think I talked about that one time. The 886 could turn into a 113, which would be all-time highs. The 113 on gold would be $2,100. $2,130. Right there. I would believe it, man. It's like you look at a bearish harmonic, but you know for a fact that central banks are buying gold at like FOMO, unprecedented levels. And it's just like, how can this actually not keep going up? And you're seeing it go up, and it's like, yeah, our theory, our thought was like affirmed on the past couple days, including today. Barely, if it was. 2.6, like, isn't it like 224? It shouldn't exceed a 224. It's like a 1618 to 224, and there's like a 264. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, right? If you're an 886 and it keeps going, I would think that a 113 is the reciprocal of the 1.618. So, or is it the reciprocal of 1/4 of the 1618? And that's why it's a thing. So, I would just say if you're exceeding the 886, it's always good to be looking for the 113 after, even if it's not formal and it maybe breaks the rule, still fib node. So on the other side of the coin here, go back to PACW, the centerpiece. Oh, it recovered a little bit. Only down 53% now. No longer down 60%. Who in the would be buying this trash after hours? Even still, right? It's just illiquidity, really. All-time lows. I remember it closed at $6.42 and is currently sitting at $3. Absolute collapse. And it may not even make it to the end of the week. And if it does, it'll be bought out this weekend, and it'll be a rinse and repeat of FRC. Little brother, WAL, another regional, down 23.27% after hours, currently below an ice line. That staying below this ice line long enough, you're probably going to $4, $7, way lower. And you'll probably need a bailout too. And these are just, and it's been like one bank at a time. Now it's about to start being multiple banks at a time. A real crisis. But you gotta love what Bitcoin's doing in spite of this. So structure the way they collapse one a week. No, it's gonna be multiple ones in a week. Again, like the way if the Fed didn't change, they didn't. They reaffirmed that they're not even thinking about pivoting next month or anything. They're not thinking about pausing, pivoting, cutting, nothing. So what's been happening on the charts, that he virtually went up and said business as usual. That's all he said. So that means, oh, no change. So what's been going on with banks will continue. That's it. That's all it means.
Bank. Worldwide network strength.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just, again, it's so bittersweet. It's like, hey, man, like it's coming true. Bitcoin is the savior, but it's really sad, you know, that this administration is not for the people at all. Not. It's so clear with what's going on, with what everything they do is destroying this country and setting up communist China and Russia to be dominant. And it's like the way with what the administration's actually doing, you would think that they're compromised, like by the Chinese and the Russians. Like, oh, they're just doing like, how would you destroy a country that's a global superpower, the global superpower? Oh, you would do literally by the book every single thing that this administration's doing, everything. So, okay. If I was the enemy of the US and I installed a leader or a figurehead, I'd be doing the same thing. $29K Bitcoin. 3 minutes till the daily close, chat. The good news is, though, there are some people that the beauty of the U.S. is the decentralization of the government, right? That's what states' rights for. So you have certain states that are definitely resisting and passing laws to stop the tyranny of the federal government in their own states. So Florida, passing a bill, like pedophilia is death penalty. The governor's banning central bank digital currencies. Banning ESG crap. I mean, that's World Economic Forum. That's like global neo-communism stuff. So it's good. You have resistance. So it's not completely over. And let's just go back real quick to Ethereum to discuss the 4-hour bullish reversal going on. Buyers are defending the heart line of the uptrend. So it's an uptrend, right? Higher highs, higher lows for a significant amount of time. There it is in the channel, parallel channel conceptualizes that. And if your buyers are defending the heart line like they have before, and you put in one low, then the confirmation low, and then the sellers are exhausted on the second low, and then you break a supply line, that's a tradable pattern. That is a bullish dragon pattern that is confirmed now. And so there are targets. It's in the Citadel. If you join the Patreon or the Discord membership, you can get targets on this, the entry, the stop loss, and the targets for the dragon pattern here. So it's the third of the month, so it's the third best day to join the Patreon. You get all the value virtually. So, yep, it is implied if this plays out, if the T is respected, this dragon, we're identifying it right, higher prices. Let's do something real quick. Very, very bad here. Okay, this is REIT. This is REIT, the Dow Jones Equity All Real Estate Investment Trust. And anything below 2,371 is terrible. Being below the 200-day simple moving average, terrible. It looks like REIT's about to do this. Not even kidding. The bear market rally ended. You then just made a lower low than the previous low locally, and now you're rally making a lower high than previous high. This high was substantially lower than this high, so REIT, I mean, real estate on paper is about to get wrecked. That's what these charts are implying. Massive bearish engulfing candle today. And 1835, eventual target. I would believe it. And there it is, a new day, chat. Bitcoin, a daily candle close back above $28,800. But Moose gets them up in the chat. Let's go. Thanks, dude. All right. Go to the daily to see it cemented. There it is. Cemented candle close back above the key support resistance. And only higher lows. Remember, as I've been discussing, it gets scary, man. It's real scary. Bitcoin, oh, it's going to 25K. It's like, you can't even say that because no lower lows been put in. There are only people accumulating Bitcoin until they aren't. And until they aren't equals a lower low locally, at least. Still like there's like reaccumulation still happening on Bitcoin subtly, very quietly. Almost undiscernibly, but it's there. It's real. Higher low. And then all of a sudden, oh, another higher low. Look, the buyers pushed the price. The sellers pushed the price below a key inflection point, and then on a 2-day period, right back above it, like it was a joke. All right, so we made it to the end of the day, and I've been live hour 45 minutes. Went live early based on the carnage that is occurring after hours on the stock market with regional banks and normal banks too. Mega banks are also getting hit pretty hard, and it's not over. In fact, it's kind of just begun. Now we have a 30-day period of carnage. Okay, because the Fed has to panic for a pivot to occur. They're going to have to panic. And the way that a panic occurs is more of what we've been seeing. FRC, SBV, Signature Bank, and the other loser, that whatever. Okay, so, and then soon to be PACW, and then after that, WAL, and then all the others are going to fall too. And the market's going to test Jerome. Well, hey, Jerome, can you handle this? Can you handle all these banks collapsing at the same time? I guess we're going to find out. So just all we can do for now is rejoice in Bitcoin, because legit, it's the only thing that makes sense now. Only thing. The alternative is complete financial control from your local governments. That's the alternative to Bitcoin. So you want to go with freedom, and it's like the meme. It's like the meme of the guy at the crossroads. On one side, it's a beautiful castle with blue skies and the sun. And on the right side, it's a really scary castle, storm clouds, it's dark and haunted, right? That way is the central bank digital currency, relying on the government way, and the other side, the sunshine happy way, is Bitcoin. It's simple. That's all it is, right? Because you're like, hey, I'm now going to put my faith in mathematics, because that's what you're doing when you believe in Bitcoin. You believe in math. And I mean, what else is there to believe in the financial system outside of math? Nothing. There's nothing to rely on. Okay, so anyway, yeah, it's not, what is it? Don't trust, confirm, or something like that. You know, Bitcoin's trustless, so you don't need to rely on anybody. It does it itself. Verify, don't trust, verify. That's the quote. My bad. Man, that's what the blockchain does. Oh, I love it, man. So we'll see. This is why Bitcoin. I have a nice Bitcoin painting above my bed in my master bedroom in my penthouse in Miami. So it's yeah, I believe. Do you? All right. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. I don't know why you wouldn't be part of the Discord. It's extremely active. All we're doing is talking about the financial markets in pictures of cats and jokes and stuff. Just really interesting stuff. Okay. Here's the Discord link. Join it if you haven't. You get notified when I go live. YouTube will fail you on the notification system. It's just a good place. You're going to be positively influenced in our Discord. You will get value out of being associated with it. You just will. Ask anyone in the Discord. So I'll leave you with that. Let's go Bitcoin. Hopefully waking up to 30K. That'd be great as the banks continue to collapse. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. A. Bye.